Hello, wake up! It's Christmas! Daddy.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Angel Houseman.
And Cello.
On today's video, by the way, this is the shirt that you guys saw in the first clip of me airbrushing it. I was gonna make both of us a shirt, but I decided to do a Grinch one because she didn't want a shirt. So just trying to beat the festivities, made myself a little Christmas shirt. But anyhow, in today's video, we're gonna be pretty much doing gingerbread houses. And at the same time, while we do these houses, we're going to be talking about when we first met. So yeah, are you excited, nervous?
I'm nervous because I was telling Angel that I've never made one of these. My mom bought me one of these like a long time ago when I used to live over there. But I only ate the candy, I never made the house, so I don't know how this is going to come out.
Yeah, so I got myself a little bit of rompope or eggnog. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Over here. I've been drinking.
It's this one right here.
From Costco.
Costco. Mainly the key thing here is just to kind of like chit chat a little, build this house, and for you guys to get to know us a little bit better. Cool?
Let's start.
I think I've only done this once before. So we have here the cookies, right? We have
The gingerbread house.
Yeah, we got the icing and little candy decorations. So yeah, we're gonna get started. As we start, how did we meet or how did we start talking?
I used sliding in my DMs.
Nah.
He's always said, okay, he slided in my DMs and that's a fact, but you always said no, and I can't prove that just because when Angel and I met each other, like we were talking for like a month and then we stopped talking, so I deleted his messages because I was like, ah, fuck this dude. So I deleted the messages. If not, I would have had them.
So yeah, we met through Instagram.
Yeah.
But she's the one that slipped in my DMs.
No, I fucking didn't.
Like honestly, whenever I would like go to my stories and I would like slide up to see who viewed my stories, like the first top person that
see your
nah, you would always see my stories. You did?
When I met you or
okay.
before I met you?
I just remember that you always did.
Yeah, no, mentiroso.
So you wouldn't?
I would see your stories.
All the time. First time we met, we actually went on a walk, right?
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
Yeah, we went to Roar Park.
I don't think I had never done that with anybody in my life. Like gone on a walk, be like, oh, I'll meet you like at the park and let's go for a walk. I had never done that.
Yeah. How's that weird?
Because every time, like I feel like usually whenever you meet with somebody, you're like, oh, let's go to dinner, or let's go here, or let's go there. Like you're not like, oh, let me go to the park with you.
Yeah.
My sister and I used to go to Roar Park. And Angel over here slid in my DMs and he's like, oh, you go to Roar. I remember that's what you told me. You're like, oh, you go to Roar Park, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And you were like, oh, you go to Roar Park, and I was like, yeah. And you were like, oh, we should go on these days, and I was like, That's freaking weird. Why is somebody that I've never met
All of a sudden, that's
wanting to go
what
exercise with me? Okay. But I knew that you were like, that you were you, if that makes any sense, because of de la Bibi.
Yeah.
So I had a friend in high school, her name's Bibi. Her and Angel used to go to the same gym, and she would always used to post that they would be at the gym. And that's why I knew who Angel was. But I mean, I didn't talk to him back in the day or anything. But when he slid in my DMs, I was like, oh, I know him from somewhere. So here, let me go to the scissors store. Oh, and then Angel freaking catfished me because he told me, he told me he was 26 or 27, and the next thing you know, he was gonna turn 30, and I was barely gonna turn 21. Like whenever we would go out, we couldn't go out drinking here because I wasn't legal, so we would have to go drink to TJ. Oh, we would drink here.
Never went with you to TJ?
Yep.
When? Only once?
Person. Sorry.
Oh.
When? A ver si te acuerdas. Where do we go to?
That's a pizza spot.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
I was all straight up above my age. I was like,
I'm 32 right now.
now I'll be 24.
24.
So we're like 9 years.
Yeah.
Meaning that when I was in elementary, this shit always trips me up. When I was in elementary, if I was 7, you were 16. Dude, you were a sophomore when I was first grader. I met Angel in person. I always thought that he was like stock up. No, ¿cómo se dice?
No más. Price stock up. Stock up. No más. She's from TJ, so that explains it. So don't mind her, you know. But yeah, she used to think that I was, I guess, stuck up, whatever. Stock up, no. Why though?
I don't know, because the way you dress, or the way you just like look on social media, as a mirabas como que you're a persona que te crees. And I hate those kind of people. And I was like, get off with you.
So why'd you still decide to hang out with me though, if that's what you thought?
Pues I was kind of like, fuck it.
Like daddy.
Dude, no.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
So, okay, so if that's what he thought about me, what was your impression when you like met me in person then?
Like, I honestly, even when I met you in person, I thought you were gonna be like bragging about shit.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of people like just brag about money.
Yeah. Did I brag about money?
No, you didn't.
What is it that we talked about?
You asked me what I worked in, and then I already knew that what you worked in.
Oh yeah?
And then to top it off, Angel works where my dad works. And he knew my dad.
Yeah, it turns out that her dad, actually, he's a coworker of mine. We never really talked, right? But we kind of knew each other from work, but we never worked with each other. The company I work for, it's a big company. So yeah, you know a lot of people, but you don't specifically deal with them on a daily basis or whatnot. But yeah, I knew your pops.
You know what I thought it was so weird? Like, okay, first of all, when I met Angel, like we got to the parking lot and we went at the playground, and Angel like I was acting like I didn't see him.
This I didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know this until I told him like a couple of days ago because we were talking about this. I acted like I didn't see him, but I was on my phone and I could tell like he was like over there. Y yo me estaba haciendo la mensa que I hadn't seen him, and I was like, oh, where are you?
It's because at that time I had a Cadillac, and you saw the Cadillac, right? Is that?
I already knew that you drove a Cadillac.
But that's how you saw me, right?
Yeah, because you were like, oh, I'm getting here, something like that, and I just knew you drove a Cadillac because that's what you would always.
Oh my God, Daddy, he's here, girl. Is that what you were thinking?
But literally, like, Angel, he came up, okay, like, after I told him, like, oh, like, I see you, he came over and he gave me a hug. And it was the driest freaking hug I've ever gotten in my life. Like, he literally was like, hi, but it was like, it wasn't like, oh, hi, like, it was just like, I don't know, that shit was fucking weird, like.
I'm a reserved man, what can I say, you know?
Okay, I was not expecting that.
That's
Enjoy the cochinero que tiene.
weird.
All over the house.
Dude, it's freaking snow.
Ya ni yo, mira.
Alright, you know we're on a limited time, dude.
Ya, I know. Ya voy a pegar el pinche techo. Oye, ¿este va así?
So let me ask you this.
Yes. I'm scared.
So you had me on social media for 5 years?
Yeah. But I never, like, I would have never thought of something with you because I had a boyfriend at the time.
You did? You never posted him.
Well, because we were always like on and off, on and off, on and off. That's why we never posted.
So you saw previous girlfriends that I had on social media?
I know you had a girlfriend in LA. Don't tell me it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Ah, verdad.
Really? So you saw that? It's cause
I saw the picture, and then when you told me, because I remember like you asked me like, oh, when was your last relationship? And then I was like, oh, a while ago. And then you told me that you used to be with somebody that you went to Mexico City. So I went to your pictures,
Oh, no.
and that was like a year before. Like I don't remember, but I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I used to post a lot on Instagram. I feel like I don't really now.
No, we
Right?
don't. I used to post a lot of pictures too, but ahora ya me da hueva.
Cause she got what she wanted, you know?
See, already catfish you. Catfish somebody else.
Dude, for real, seriously, before she would always be posting all these pictures, you know? With freaking heels and little dresses and
Y ahora nomás me miras en pinches.
Oh, dude, how do...
Okay, another question. How long have we been together? Like, for real, for real.
We're about to be a year in February.
Oh, what day? What day?
Dude, are you asking me because you don't know?
No, I do know.
Okay, please tell the people.
No, you don't know.
Oh, no, dude, please. You're gonna break my heart if you don't tell the people right now. Okay, what day?
I'm gonna leave you if you don't tell them right now.
Damn!
I'm just playing on like that. It's the 22nd.
22nd. Dude, I can't put the roof.
First of all, fíjate, pues asegúrate, mira, de mí, yo la mía pegó. Mine's hella sturdy. I don't know what's going on with the fucking crack house over there.
Crack house.
Okay, how long have we been living together?
It's gonna be a year.
Ah, he does.
She used to live in TJ, and dude, she would take like an hour to get there, like 45 minutes or something to get there, right?
Well, when it was nighttime, I would haul ass and I would get there in like 25.
Hell nah.
Dude, I had done
Dude,
25 minutes.
just to get to the border, it takes like 20 minutes.
Okay, you driving?
Yeah, right.
That's me. Yeah, se cae mi pinche techo.
Anyhow, but yeah, she used to live in TJ, and you know, hooked her up. Now she lives over here in the valley. Hooked her up.
Okay, so funny thing, right now that you're like, oh, now she lives over here. When I met Angel, my parents were going through like this situationship, and I was thinking of moving out. And Angel, okay, cause Angel, like, he sleeps in the room that we sleep in right now, and then his mom sleeps in another room, so there's 2 empty rooms. And he was like, oh, well, if you wanna be my roommate, like, you can come live over here. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nobody does shit.
Damn. Dude, todas las hormigas mañana.
Yeah, me tengo que pegar. Let me put the roof together and I can talk afterwards. Ay, pinche techo. No, dude, this keeps sliding. Okay, and I have another question.
Yeah.
What's something that you hate about me? And don't say anything, because I know there's probably something that you never told me.
Something that I dislike about you?
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? I really don't think I dislike anything about you.
All of a sudden.
Fuck.
Dude, this is a mess.
Or what do you think upsets me about you? That you've like
When I
noticed?
get in a mood. Because I know that shit pisses me off. Like when you get in a mood, I get mad because you're in a mood.
Yeah.
like yesterday.
I think I'm just gonna do a huge ass roof.
Have you ever lived with somebody else? I have to actually.
Yeah, I lived with somebody else.
Like with the girlfriend?
No más.
Get shit on here. Answer the question, homeboy. Chop. Hold on. Just get the question.
Very, very little. Very, very little. Like I wouldn't even consider it. Like I think you've been the longest.
You're not gonna say the longest relationship you've had.
No, the longest person that I've lived with. You're that person.
So how long did you live with her?
Like 2 months, maybe. Yeah.
And how old were you?
I don't remember. Fuck, dude, I can't put this fucking roof, man.
That's what you guys remember.
What if my freaking house doesn't have a roof?
Ay, qué tramposo.
Dude.
Okay, ask me
Alright.
the question.
What's the number one quality that you like about me? And number one thing that you dislike about me?
That I dislike about you? I'll have a list. I'm just kidding. No, I think the one dislike thing, but I think that's like a men thing. That when we tell you guys to do something, you guys do it whenever you guys want to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like it goes out in one ear and out the other.
Like what?
Like everything.
Just in general?
Yes,
everything?
in general. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do it right now, and then it's just like it never happens. Oh, you'll do it like later. Woo! Oh.
Man, I almost dropped it.
Okay, that's one dislike. ¿Y el otro qué era?
The best quality that you like about me.
Quality. Well, I have a lot. But I think honestly, like for me, it's like, I don't know, like you need to make me laugh. Oh, I know which one.
What's that?
That you're always there for me, even when I'm mad. Or that you're always trying to make me happy even when I'm mad.
That's what you like about me?
Yeah, whole one of them.
I think for me, I think more than anything, I think Cello just supports me in everything.
For real, I freaking do.
I think that's what I like the most about her. There's a lot of things I like about her. I mean, obviously, right? But I think she supports me a lot, and then more than anything, just she's like a teammate. So like she'll help me like around the house, she'll help me with my personal things, she'll like just be my teammate and my partner, you know. And it just I think that's what a relationship should be, just two whole people coming together and making each other better. It just, you guys just become stronger as a relationship, as a couple.
Fact.
And yeah.
I have another question for you.
Alright.
At what point were you like, okay, I'm gonna tell Chiller to come live over? Because I lived in TJ.
Yeah. I think pretty much Cello would like stay over a lot. Like
Oh yeah, I would.
she would be staying over a lot, so I just kind of figured like, hey man, like
No, so first I would stay like on the weekend, like but every other weekend. And then it became like every weekend. And then I remember Angel was like, oh yeah, you should stay on the weekdays.
yeah.
But then he was like, oh, but I don't know if like, cause he gets, what time do you get up? Like at 4?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, but I get up like at 4 in the morning, so I don't know if like me like waking up that early, like if you're gonna be able to go back to sleep or something like that. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So anyways, one day he was like, oh, like you should come sleep over. So it was a weekday. And I was like, okay, fuck it, like we'll just give it a shot to see if it works out. If not, then I can just go home to my house like on the weekday. And yeah, it turns out like I was just freaking sleeping in. I don't even hear him. I mean, I do hear him. I do know when he wakes up and stuff like that, but.
So there was a point that like Cello and I were just friends, right? But I knew that I think she was kind of getting to the point that like, hey man, like when are you gonna ask me out type of thing. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
So I was kind of like really kind of like, oh man, like I really like her, but at the same time it's kind of like, fuck, like I don't know if I want to get tied down, you know? So that was my biggest kind of like.
Oh, so you didn't want to get tied down, then?
No, I didn't know. Like I was just kind of like, oh. No, I was kind of like.
Stop lying.
Oh, damn, look at yours.
You don't know about my decorations. Not wanting to get tied down.
No, it's not that. So it was just kind of like, it's just nerve-wracking, man. You know, like when you have like other past relationships.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something that I never told you.
It's just whenever you have like past relationships and you deal with like a lot of no, not that. That's the least thing I care about. Like it's just like the drama that relationships at times bring. So it's just kind of like, oh man. I was just kind of like, fuck. I just didn't know if I wanted to deal with that or not. Damn, look at
So you thought I was gonna be like crazy? I'm not gonna get bored.
No. You just don't know what to expect, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's true.
And I know. Damn, dude, look at yours.
Dude, did I ever? I told you that I used to go like to make antes hacía pasteles, so that's why I know these things.
But then at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck, well, I really spent almost all my time with her, and you know, she's like,
we literally would,
and she's like super nice and things like that. So, you know,
we got along really good.
So give her a shot, you know.
And anyways, here I am.
Yeah, long story short, she's here, and I think it's, I don't know, I think we complement each other like really good.
Okay, so I mean, Angel, like I'm gonna say two parts, but one of them you know and the other one you don't know.
Alright.
So I always used to tell Angel that, okay, whenever I met him, like I had just gotten off from like that relationship, but I didn't want to get tied down because I would always like bounce back and forth. So I didn't want to drag it. I mean, I didn't know what Angel's intentions were, but I didn't want to be an ass and be like we playing around with him. So that's why I was like, nah, like I don't want a relationship, like we can just stay as friends. But like I don't know, I feel like time passed by and then we would like always be hanging out with each other, and I knew for a fact that I had catch feelings for Angel, but I just didn't want to admit it. I don't know why. And my friends would always be like, oh, like you have feelings for Angel, and I'd be like, nah, I don't. But deep inside of me, I knew I did.
Real deep.
You, Angel. And then I always tell Angel, like, so at the beginning when I had first met Angel, that my parents were going through a situationship and I was gonna move out. Angel was like, oh, you can just be my roommate and move over here, like you're not gonna be that far away from work and blah 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 blah. And I don't know, like I thought it was nice of him, but I always knew, like ever since like from that point on, I always knew that I was gonna end up with Angel, but I knew that I was gonna end up with Angel. I don't know why or how, like I don't know, like an inner gut feeling, I don't know what you wanna call it. But I didn't think it was right for me to come and live with him as his roommate, because if things didn't work out, then it was just gonna be fucking awkward. Oh, and then another thing. Well, this is when we were like already like in a relationship and living together. Like my sister, my younger sister, she would always be like, oh, like has Angel ever told you that he loves you? And I would be like, no. And then she's like, you guys are fucking weird, like why would he not say that? And I was like, I don't know, like. And then she would be like, oh, have you ever told him? And I was like, no. But I feel like, not that I didn't want to say it, but I don't know, I just feel like weird. Not weird, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I didn't know what he was gonna say. I don't know, like it's just weird.
Oh my.
But anyways, like Like even before Angel and I started dating, and this is what you don't know. Like even before you and I started dating, I always felt like I had to tell you like I love you.
Before we started dating?
Yes. Like when we would hang out, like I always, there would be sometimes that we would be talking and I feel like I was just gonna say it and I'll be like, no, like you can't say that shit. And I don't know, like I was just always
really?
like, yeah, I swear.
How come you never told me this?
What do you mean I never told you that?
How come you never told me this? Like,
See?
really? What the hell? Like why or like how? Just you just feel like it? Like at specific moments or something or what?
Not specific moments, but I just feel like I wanted you to know, but then I didn't know what the fuck you were gonna say, so I was just like, no, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I mean, me being the type of person that I am, I don't think I would have taken it as a bad way, you know?
I know, but I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect, so I'd rather not take it.
Do you see yourself with me for the long run or not?
That is an easy question, because I always knew this too.
What's that?
Like, I always knew, like, let's go back to the, like, I knew I was gonna end up with you.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that I was gonna end up with you, but I knew that I like, it was gonna be, like, for good.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So, like, it was either, like, me, like, partying and being with my friends out and about, or me being in a relationship with you. Like, there wasn't, like, in between type of thing.
So you kind of chose me instead?
No, so I kind of chose my friends from the beginning, and then afterwards I was just like, nah, like, this ain't gonna work out.
Yeah. So pretty much I took her out from the streets, you know?
Yeah, it kind of did. Kind of, sort of.
Do you, Chelo Mendoza,
No.
do you see yourself having kids in the near future? Damn, I think that's a juicy question.
You already know the answer to this.
What's that?
I've told her que sí, but I told her no right now.
I'm not, no, in the near future. Do you-
Oh yeah, but not. Yeah.
I'm not saying right now.
Right now, it's like
So how many
after the gingerbread.
Okay, so how many are? Dang, after the gingerbread? I think we're gonna close this video out right now. We'll be back in a short. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Chella's trying to have a kid like in 2 years.
I told you, passing 25. Oh fuck, I'm gonna be 24 next
Yeah.
year. I keep forgetting I'm gonna turn 24.
5 minutes. Oh, it's something else that we forgot to mention is that I met your parents and your whole family.
Oh my god.
Because
Thank the Lord, because, okay, tell them and then I'll say something.
so I met all of her family, just about
Everybody.
like her immediate family, because Chela had surgery, and you guys can check out her whole surgery experience that she had on her channel. But she had a surgery on her head, and I would.
What type of surgery did I get?
I don't know.
No.
So
Wasting material.
so yeah, she had a surgery on her head, a VLM or something like that.
AVM.
Yeah. And I would go visit her like
Every day.
almost every day. You know, I would take her food, I would take her snacks, and just check up on her.
Dude, I think that's when I was like, damn, Angel is boyfriend material. Like,
Aww.
like I knew you were gonna care for me, but I didn't think you were gonna care like that for me.
What food did I take you to while you were in Vegas?
Wings, Chick-fil-A, papitas, Gatorade, Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, I took
See?
her to
Not
all
bad.
sorts of things while she was over there. And
Well, because I wasn't on a diet.
yeah.
Thank God.
Her dad was there. Sister that lives in Washington, right?
Yeah, like Chris.
Her little sister was there. Aunts and
Or we got a videographer.
yeah. Her mom was there too.
My grandma.
Everybody, and they saw me, but I mean, we didn't really talk. But that's just saw them there and everything.
So, the team. My dad always knew that I would like talk to people or like go on dates or have boyfriends, but he never wanted to have like a relationship with, not really, I guess you can say a relationship or like Like, he didn't want to be cool with them. I don't know why. I don't know if he would get jealous or I don't know what the situation would be. So for me to ever tell my dad that I had a boyfriend or that I was talking to somebody, like, it was just like a no. Like, not in a million years. So honestly, like, the surgery thing came in my favor because I don't even know how I would have brought it up to my dad, because we don't even talk like that. So whenever, okay, so we were in the hospital, or I was in the hospital, and my mom, because there couldn't only be 2 people in the room with me, and my mom was like, this was my mom's fault. So she's like, oh, el pretendiente la chelo is here. So my dad, being chismoso, he was just like, oh, like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Because he
didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Dad told you that. Like, yeah, because mi mamá fue la culpa. Mi mamá dijo, aquí está el pretendiente la chelo. So my dad was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't even, like, because my dad doesn't talk like that. He don't talk like that.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
And my dad was kind of like, what? And then my mom knew you because she had seen you, because I had shown you pictures of, like, yo le había enseñado fotos del día a mi mamá. So she knew what you looked like.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I guess you were waiting there.
Yeah.
And my dad turns around and my mom was like, oh yeah, it's him, and she pointed at you.
What the hell?
And my dad was like, what the fuck? And he was like,
what the hell? That was your first.
oh yeah, so my dad, like, he knew I had boyfriends and all that stuff, but he never wanted to meet them. And when he would see them, like, he would just, like, mad dog them, but he wouldn't ever talk to them because he didn't want to, like, deal with anything of them. And yeah. So anyways, my dad, after a while, he was like, oh, I know him. And then he's like, oh, he works with me. So I guess he said, like, oh, I'm ask around to see how he is. And then, so that happened, like, in November. And then Angel and I officially started dating in February of this year. And before that, like, after I got out of surgery, like, I got a surgery and I was in like bed rest for like a month. And then my dad, oye, se te va a caer, se está ladeando esa madre. My dad was like, oh, like, he's like, oh, you should tell Angel to come over for Thanksgiving. And I was like,
He said it?
no, my mom told me that my dad said to bring you over for Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
I thought she was pranking me. I was like, yeah, right, he's lying. So she calls me, and then my dad's like, she has my dad on, like, they're on speaker, and then my mom was like, oh, dile la chelo lo que me dijiste. And then my dad, I guess he was just like, nah, I'm not gonna say it again, like, I already said it one time.
Yeah, he's all like, fuck. And like,
No, and then he's like, pues dile lo que te dije, and then my mom was like, no, pues tú dile, a mí no me creen. And then my dad was like, oh, like, if you want to bring Angel over for Thanksgiving, just bring him. And I was like, I don't know, that was just weird because I'm like, I'm sad. Like, my dad had never liked anybody.
yeah.
But he clicked with Angel, so.
And you know what? I think we had a good time for Thanksgiving. And then, so, well, that was last year already, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this year?
No, last year.
Oh, yeah, that was last year.
Because that's when I already had surgery.
Yeah, that was last year. And then this.
Because that's when you met
Oh,
Jason.
yeah, that's right. So that was last year. And then this year we hosted it.
Thanksgiving
We hosted
here.
Thanksgiving here. We had a good time. I chit-chatted with Chelo's dad outside, and it was a really good time. And from that point on, I think we've been like hanging out a little bit more with her parents.
Like, we've been going over for loteria.
Yeah, and family and stuff. And yeah, I think more than anything, I think your family, and more than anything your dad, I just feel like they feel safe. Why? Or they like me in a sense, at least. Or they don't dislike me because look, you're healthy. They see you. You live close by. You're happy.
I am. Yeah, I am.
I work with where your dad works, and the atmosphere that we work in, it's like you have to be like a man, you know, it's a manly job. So I guess that kind of speaks a lot of your character. And so I guess kind of like that automatically brings some sort of respect. So yeah, and I've been in this company for like, I'm going on 13 years. So I feel that also gives a little bit of credibility of what type of person you are and stuff like that. So yeah, we clicked a lot, and from what I hear, because I have a close friend from work. He used to be co-workers with them directly, and he used to be a hard worker. I'm a hard worker, so I think we have the same like qualities and attributes. But yeah, I think we click, and ever since then, I think we've been having a good time at our family's house, and yeah, so are you happy? Yeah. Yeah.
No, so the funny thing before we close the video is that so my dad knew that Angel worked with him and blah 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 when I was in the hospital, and then like literally like that was November, December, January, February, March, so like literally like 4 months after surgery, that's when I moved in here with Angel. But I literally like moved, like I started moving, but I did not tell anybody. Leslie knew, but other than that, like my parents didn't know, like nobody else knew. And my mom was the first one to figure it out, and my mom was like, oh, like, I don't remember what she told me, but, I guess my dad got butthurt because we never told him that I was gonna move in with Angel, but I guess he doesn't care, like, oh, if they're married or not, because my older sister, she's been like that for, like, ever, so I don't think he trips in that sense. But I think what he most tripped about was because he thought that Angel and I had just met each other, like kind of like, oh, I just met you like a month ago and then I'm gonna go live with you type of thing. But he didn't know that we had been knowing each other for years.
No.
But then once again, he never asked me, so he didn't know.
Yeah.
So he was a little bit butthurt at the beginning, you know, ya se le pasó, and then now he's just like buddies.
Yeah, we're pretty cool with each other, and all your family so far, they've treated me like super nice. So yeah. And I think pretty much that concludes the time. It's 10:07 now. That was about like,
my house
like 45 minutes. Yeah. So there we have it. Show off your house.
I don't want to move it too much because those are kind.
Alright, so this is Chelo's house. This is my house. You guys can let us know what house is the best.
Oh, here, let me show you the front. Hold on.
Here, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of a B-roll so you guys can check him out. Chelos, I think, to be honest with you, I think you beat me.
I know I did.
Yeah, I think you beat me. But anyhow, hopefully you guys at least got to know us a little bit better and how we met, and a little bit of the
tea,
a little bit of the background story of our past, our story of us being a couple relationship. Any last words you want to say, Chelo? That I'm the best. Alright, so once again, it's Angel Houseman. It's a bigger risk not taking a risk. Alright, till next time.
Given one life, we're created for greatness. Don't cut yourself short and never settle in life. Listen to your heart to work each day towards your goals and your dreams. Don't live life with the what if. Take risks. Remember, it's a bigger risk not taking a risk, because everything is possible.